We're back, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 4. Game numero cuatro, as Garni likes to say it. Welcome back. Same bans from Blacklist International. Still staying in the bottom. Oh, okay. But this time they banned the Valor. All right. The Valier has been banned out here. Grok as well. So, yeah, Blacklist, again, they learn so fast, right? So they stay with this because this has been the winning. You can't let the Atlas or the Cho go against Yaoi, right? The 1-1 ban is just 1-1 being 1-1. And then you can see the respect bans coming in. These are the two heroes that gave them the most trouble in game number 3 just now and game number 2. So they banned it out. They're not scared. They are not like what's it called? They understand when to ban, right? Their ego isn't getting in the way, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And with that Valor ban, Echo actually banned out the S-Test. They know that, okay, you know what? If they ban the Valor, it's going to be very hard for us to actually melt down that S-Test Faramis combo. So we get that S-Test out of the way. The Beatrix as well, as they pick up the Claude. So the only hero here left is the Melissa for Oheb, technically. Valentina, Farsa, Diggy, same bans coming in from game 2. What are they going to go for here? Going up against this comp, they already have Barats. I don't think Uranus could definitely still work here. Esmeralda could definitely still work, but I think they got to be careful if they do go for that Esmeralda because no, I think Esmeralda would be good. And yeah, okay, they go for the Uranus instead. They go for the Jawhead. Now I personally don't like the Jawhead here. The Jawhead, I don't think the Jawhead works in this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the Jawhead guys here. I don't like the Jawhead. Who's the Jawhead really gonna target though? Like, I guess Oheb, but if Oheb picks Melissa, that unstoppable force isn't even gonna connect. I really don't like the Jawhead pick, guys. Goes for Brody. Another good pick against against the Jawhead. Because yeah, you can just use your second ability to stun him up before he actually goes for the ejector. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't like Echo's. I don't like that Jawhead. That's the only thing I dislike about the draft here from Echo. I really, wow. Why did they go for the Jawhead? I'm trying to think about like, here, let's just get into the game, right? Let's get into the game so I can like look at the draft and maybe see why. Okay. No, I don't see a reason. Like looking at it, right? I personally don't see how this Jawhead is going to do anything. There's a guiding wind. There's an eye for an eye. Haji's definitely not going to be the one. Like if with the Shadow Stampede. Yeah, I don't see this. I don't see this Jawhead pick working. Let's see how he pulls it off though. Maybe. It's very interesting to me that the Julian has been left open, but Carl hasn't picked it up, yeah? I would expect him to pick it up. This is not a winning lane for the Claude. The Brody actually has a little bit more pressure, especially early on. Level 4 as well, I think, in terms of all-ins. Oh, what happened there? Miscommunication, I believe. Sanford tried to go for the lethal, but no one was there. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I really don't like the Jawhead pick here. Edward might actually be taking a nice eye for an eye. Brilliant eye for an eye. Good timing on that. Just as the damage comes. Benedetta is back, man. Gene. The lane closer to the turtle. The XP lane. Yeah, that's yeah, because the first turtle will always spawn on the XP lane side. The XP lane just plays such a big role. Wise. This is such a good, like, yeah, Sanji just really kept on going here. This is Sanji's just a menace, dude. What the heck? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, Sanji. Why do you hate Wise? Damn, Wise just... I mean, there's not much you could do there. There's really not much you could do. You just poke down. Good play by Echo. Nice ejector, but again, that's just Venus. Still, Haji still has the cult altar. Yeah, we'll see how maybe Yaoi will prove me wrong here on the Jawhead pick. Steel leg plates very early on with the tough boots. So Oheb's not going to be able to burst them down. It's going for the... Okay. Hunter Strike first item, I believe, for BENE. Sanji is so annoying, dude, on the Lilia. Yeah, I don't see, again, right, like, those engages don't really, like, work that well up against some Mathilda Faramis. The Jawhead engages. Edward's here. Sanji's dead. Oh, he's not. He's 1 HP. Yeah, but it's a win for Blacklist. Again, you see, once Yaoi uses his ejector, his unstoppable force, and Blacklist can just counter it without using anything like that. Yeah, they just can't really look for those picks as they did last game, right? Because they have just so much mobility here. So, oh, good. That was such a good Shadow Stampede. He actually got that. So he got it here. Sanford jumped. Oh, man. That pullback. Good one by Blacklist, man. I think Blacklist outdrafted Echo this game, guys. Not gonna lie. I think that... I really don't like that Jawhead pick. What would have worked though? Let's think about it. What would have worked, right? Because there's so many bans towards Yaoi. I'm not saying it's a dumb move by Echo, but I'm just saying it's not really like it's not gonna work here. I think, right? Obviously it's not his fault because everything was banned away from him, guys. The Cho, the Atlas, even the Grok couldn't be flexed over to the Rome. Sanji's gonna get taken down here. I'm thinking about a roamer that would work here. Kufra is definitely not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. There's not many heroes that would work here. I'm trying to think about a hero that would work here. That would also fit Yaoi, right? Huh. It's tough. See, that's why I said Blacklist outdrafted. I didn't say Echo made a mistake in the draft. It's Blacklist just outdrafted Echo because I can't think of a roamer that Yaoi could pick right now instead of the Jawhead. Franco, no. I guess Franco could work technically. Better lockdown. Does Yaoi play Franco, guys? But the mobility is not as good, right? Like, if you go for Franco. And right now, you really do need that mobility. If you are paired in with... not Franco. Good pick, though, by Yaoi. Just now. Very good pick. But again, it's only onto Venus, right? They get the turret up top. It's a good one. They can chain it towards this bottom side objective. But Blacklist have more pressure when it comes down to the XP lane. With Edward on the BENE. Oh my god, Edward. Dude, Edward's absolutely cracked at the Benedetta. Holy. Whoa. All right, man. Jeez. Oh, BENE. That's just Venus. That's just Venus. Oh, that's a kill. Nice one, Oheb. Wow. It's a good play. Yeah, and once again, right, those crazy picks can't happen here up against this kind of composition. And Wise, thing is, it's not just the comp, but you gotta. It's a Blacklist as well, right? They do so well at just disengaging from fights like that. Wise and Venus were both 1 HP. They bought enough time for Oheb to deal the damage to actually take Yaoi down and to get the favorable trade. And it comes down to them sieging that top side while Edward buys time bottom. Definitely not going to be... Oh my god. I thought Edward would just back off there. Yeah, that's why I said it's not going to be a kill over to Edward. Like, they're not going to be able to kill Edward. But then he ulted towards Echo. I thought he was going to ult, like, backwards and back off. Guess he was looking for that outplay with a Petrify. Oheb is still free hitting. Oheb is still free hitting. They have called Alter. They can play around this. They can play around this. Kraltis is dead. Nice play. Again, dude. So well played! Oh my god, Yaoi! Nice one. Haji. Oh my god, Haji. Holy shit, Haji. Fancy feet. Yeah, non-stop action indeed. Oh my god, Edward. Just takes that turret, dude. Oh my god, I don't even know. This is just like skirmish heavy, guys. There's nothing to like really deep. There's nothing to analyze like crazy, you know? There's the macro game, this game, it's mostly micro this game. So the longer a series goes, usually the more the players just rely on their micro, right? Because it gets tired, the fatigue kicks in. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. Both teams are just going at it, man. And this is where it actually gets scarier for everyone, because usually Blacklist wins because of the better macro, because of the better fundamentals. The grasp on the fundamentals, the fact that they can just like go for these micro plays, out micro Echo, or just even be even in terms of just micro is crazy. Again, they're just going at it. No setup here, guys. They're just going. Oh my god, Wise. Does he have the best retry in the game right now? What the heck? In this series, Carl has just lost retry battles. I don't think... He's only won like a few. 1 or 2, man. Holy shit. What the heck? Dude. Wise, chill out, man. You come on. You already have 1 world championship title, man. Give it an Indo, man. Jeez. Damn. The way they group up, right? Everyone thinks about the Ube. Everyone tries to replicate the Ube, but the way they group up is so different from like just the normal front to back. They're so clean with their positioning, because even though they're grouped up, it looks messy in these fights, but the frontliners are always in front, and the backline is always free hitting. Oheb is always at full HP. Always, when they are doing the Ube, like when they group up like this. Again, right? Like Wise backs up so fast. Venus is there with the guiding wind. It's so safe for the gold laner. Oheb is so like protected here, as he should be. But it's something that's, again, the fundamentals. It sounds very simple. Like what Blacklist are doing sounds simple, but it's very hard to execute, especially in the course of a best of 7, a full best of 7 going 6 games, right? Fatigue kicks in. The decision making can't be as clean as it was in game 1, but they still are able to do it like this. Like, look at Oheb, right? They group up. It looks messy, but look. Every single time, the kills over the Echo, it's on Edward. It's on Venus. It's on Wise. Oheb, again, is free hitting. Look at how they're positioning. Haji as well. He can die. It's completely fine as long as Oheb is the main man right here, right? As long as Haji pops that cult altar, it's so clean, guys. We need to talk about this. This is insane. Okay? So, once again, you can see Venus opens it up first, right? And then he goes for the Circling Eagle. Oheb falls back a bit. Then Venus goes all the way here. Everyone goes on to Venus. And guess what? Here. Oh my god. This is brilliant. I'm going to pause it right in a moment. So, Venus, right? Everyone goes onto Venus. And look at how they engage here. Oheb doesn't go in. Even though everyone's targeting Venus, Oheb isn't here. He's still going. Like, he's still making the decision to, you know what? I'm a marksman. I don't need to go in like this. Edward needs to go in first. There you go. Oheb's always here. You see, look at Oheb, right? Look at Oheb. Venus dies. Haji jumps in, goes for the Stampede. Edward jumps in. And look at Oheb. Again, he's just walking. He's waiting for that moment. Then he hits on BENE. He goes on Sanji. The communication, the synergy, and the coordination from this team is absolutely insane. Oheb is never in a sticky spot when he's playing Brody. When he's playing the heroes that really needs to stick in the back line, even the Beatrix, he rarely makes a mistake, right? On the Claude, there's more mistakes because obviously Claude, you need to be a very short-range hero, right? You need to be very close. And it's just really impressive to see how like he's maneuvering here as the Brody, right? And how the team's playing around him. Obviously, it's not just Oheb. Oheb's positioning himself really well, but if Blacklist don't pull the trigger and stand in front of him and protect him and use everything to just protect Oheb, it wouldn't work out anyways, right? Sanford's dead. Torn apart memory. It is so smart. Again, it's another one of those like beat the default play, thinking 2 steps ahead, right? Because you would think here, with this kind of lead that you have, 5,000 gold lead, with the composition that you have, staying front to back, if you see the Akai... Oh, no, okay. Let's slow it down, right? There's a lot to dissect now. There's a lot of micro at first, but now it comes down to using that micro to create better macro, right? Because Blacklist have just been sticking as 5. They've just been going for the skirmishes. They haven't really paid attention to setup. Both teams, not just Blacklist, Echo as well. Both teams have just been mostly going for these fights around neutral objectives and around the turrets, around the objectives in general, right? Because Blacklist now have created that stigma in Echo's head that, you know, Blacklist right now aren't going for that setup, aren't going for that crazy pickoffs, aren't going for the crazy reads, and Blacklist like to just clump up as 5. Whenever you see the Akai, you kind of know that everyone's going to be around that Akai, right? When you see Haji, everyone's going to be around Haji. So they use this to actually rotate Oheb and Venus towards this top side. Edward will 100% be alone in the minds of Echo, right? There's no way. 7 seconds for the Lord. This isn't a Blacklist thing to do. So they're beating their own default play by putting Oheb there, putting Akai on the bottom side, clearing the wave as well. And Sanford, again, it's not his fault. He doesn't know. He does not know. The team does not know that Blacklist are doing this. And it's just so smart because they can... It's so smart. Like, oh my god. It's just so smart. And then they get the man advantage. Everything that they've done, the messy gameplay that they've been doing, they can utilize that messy gameplay to create just a curveball for Echo and for Blacklist to go. And here as well, Oheb jumps in, but Haji stays in front. Oheb backs off here, flickers out. So every single time he plays it aggressively is when he has flicker. There you go. Topside pushing. It's forced errors everywhere, guys. And then they just go back. So they can transition from messy Blacklist to fucking clean Blacklist again. So, forced error number 1. All right, we're going to list down the forced errors, okay? Because this is insane. The level of forced errors, the amount of forced errors that Echo have to deal with here is insane. Firstly, man disadvantage, right? The man advantage for Blacklist. They have 5 compared to 4, okay? Secondly, because of the man advantage, it's the clear up top. Edward doesn't need to be here. 4v4 Blacklist wins, let alone 5v4. So Edward pressuring top side, right? And then they have Lord. They're taking Lord, forcing a fight. And Echo are going to have to choose between the two. Defend from Edward or go for the Lord. Or, and then finally, the last forced error is this. Just, no, this is not forced error, but Blacklist just collapse, right? Because everyone's so split up, they don't know what to do. They don't know if they want to go for Edward. They don't know if they want to go for the Lord. They just commit. They go for it. And the way they split this up, oh my god, that's the last forced error, right? Blacklist positioned themselves in a way where Echo can't really come together, like 4v4 together clean. It's mixed up. They know BENE was down, and that's why they engaged here, right? They engaged here. Karltizi is trapped here. Wise stops him so that Yaoi and Sanji can be free hit. Once Karltizi jumps in, they back off, and BENE comes in. Wise targets him. So many things happening on the map, but it feels so coordinated. It feels so coordinated. And this can't be achieved by just communication, guys. You can't micromanage every single member to do this. This is every single member knowing exactly what to do. Yeah. Wow. This is the most impressive game. This is the most impressive game for me so far in this series. It's so... Wow. Yeah. Wow. It's just wow, dude. Magic Sentry there, opening up the map. But yeah, again, Blacklist can just use this gold lead. They don't need to look for those fights. They can just go for the Lord. If Echo goes for the Lord, they can look for that fight. If Echo don't, free Lord. See, again, Yaoi can jump on Venus. Does not matter, though. Really doesn't matter at this point. They have the guiding wind as well. So if Wise gets picked off or gets hooked or gets not hooked, Death is welcome, ejector, whatever, the guiding wind's always ready from Venus. But if Venus gets caught, Venus can actually use the Circling Eagle to get out. Can use the guiding wind as well. There's a Cult Altar. There's Wise with a heavy spin. That's why I feel like the Jawhead, this doesn't work here. But again, it's not Yaoi's fault. It's not Echo's fault for picking that Jawhead. Everything else was banned out. It was Blacklist just with a very good draft. Sanji's trying to make a play here. And Blacklist, again, are just going to reset the Lord. They don't need to go for this Lord. Haji pops the Cult Altar. They look for the fight. And with an 8,000 gold lead, it's very hard to lose this fight. Oh my god, BENE. Damn, Echo actually played that fight really well. They're up against like a... Blacklist are 8,000 gold ahead, and they still were able to stop Blacklist from taking the Lord and even looking for that full team fight. All right, so it's back to basics again, right? I mean, Blacklist, they know that Echo is still a threat here in the team fight, especially in the late game now that Claude and the Lilia has hit the power spike, so they need to be extra careful, even though they have that 7,000 gold lead. Oh my god, nice play in the bottom. Oh my god, Oheb. All right. GG. How do you beat this team, bro? And Edward. Black shoes popped. Sanji is nowhere to go. Circling Eagle. Bring Oheb with you. Sanji's dead. See ya. God damn. And the Lord... Did Wise take it again? I think it is, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Guys, this is disgusting. They're too good. Wow. At this point, it doesn't really matter as long as they go for like 1-for-1 trades. The fact that they already have a massive man advantage, BENE can get that kill is fine, but BENE's gonna die. Lord coming in. Echo have no way to defend. Oh my god. Dude, it's so good. This is the most impressive game in the series. It's a good mix of everything, guys. Oh, man. Game 4 wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving over to Game 5 and then the final game in the series. Thanks so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and obviously check out Game 5 if... Oh, man. It's crazy! I'll see you guys after. We'll click on the next game.